All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm here doing another Diva Hero video with MSW2389. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey everyone, I'm MSW2389. I'm a patron, as well as my name is Matthew, in the local area of Florida.
Yep. So Florida is getting in real life RBET in October that I'm planning to go to. It's in the is it the first week of October, like the first weekend or something?
Yep, October 7th.
Yeah, so I definitely want to go to that. The only thing is, so I'm doing a lot. I just booked my trip to go to the in real life RBET in California in August. So I will actually be there in Moreno Valley. And then right after that, I'm going to Japan for 2 weeks for the first time in my life. So I will be traveling to Japan at the beginning of September, and I'm super excited about that. I've never been to Asia before, and I plan to, do a lot of nerd shit out there. So I might make a video or do some kind of vlogging type thing. I've never really done that before, or at least not in modern times where like technology is so set up to do that. But yeah, so I'm excited about that. But then after that, I'll be back home for a little bit, and then basically 2 weeks is the Orlando in real life RBET, and I do want to come to it because I heard it's going to be amazing, and I actually love Orlando in general. I love Florida, not because of the heat, but mainly because of Disney and Universal Studios. So yeah, are you from Florida?
Yeah, I mean, I basically lived here my whole life. I was born in Virginia, but we moved down here when I was like 6. So yeah, my
Okay,
whole
so
life
yeah.
basically here in Orlando.
And do you guys have a big Edison scene, or is it like, how would you describe it?
So I would say our scene is growing. What's funny is that my locals versus we had like 25, 30 people coming for Edison, and then they switched, and this was like a couple of years ago, and they started switching to like different formats after a while and doing like hat and other stuff, and like the numbers really dwindled. So now we're picking it back up, but we consistently get about 15 people, 10 to 15 people each week. So we're
Okay,
getting it back up there.
yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, that's, yeah, 10 to 15 people. Like my locals was really big in 2022. And then I think that I kind of killed it a little bit because I was playing Black Wings like every week, and it was just very dominant, and people were reluctant because they don't want to play that deck because they find it boring, which I agree with. But people stopped coming after a while. And I also thought that the format was just getting a little stale with the Black Wing stuff in 2022. So yeah, my scene kind of died out. And it's unfortunate because in 2023, I think Edison saw a second revival where like Diva Hero came back, and then Frogs, like the Hero Frog deck. I've been carrying that on my back this whole year, and that deck is now one of the decks that's most played and like really doing well. Also, Super Poly being a card now, like for some reason people weren't playing this, and then I kind of spearheaded that whole thing. So now you're seeing a lot more Super Polys because the format, as I always say, it's like Miracle Fusion decks and then Sirocco value decks. So it's interesting where we are right now in Edison, but I'm hoping that my local scene can get a revival because I don't really get to play in person anymore. I'm basically just a dueling book boy, and I don't really care for dueling book that much, but it's all I have at this point to really play if I want to get some in person or get some testing at all. And I don't know, I'm not the testing type, but like if I wanted to try an idea out, it would be nice to be like, yeah, I can just pull up to my Thursday night local and try it there rather than trying it against people who are playing like aliens or whatever.
Yeah, and what's funny is that you say you're a dueling book boy, and I'm the exact opposite. I only play in IRL. I really don't play online at all.
Yeah.
Shout out to Snack who comes to my locals. She was trying to get me to play in Deck Devastators 4, but unfortunately, I've got a wife and a kid, so playing on the weekends for that many hours in a row are just a no go at this particular point in time with a 3-year-old.
Yeah. Damn, you have a wife and a kid, huh? I didn't know that. Congratulations too, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so for people who don't know, obviously you have no way that you could have known this, but we played each other at Nationals this year, a couple weeks ago, in round 3, I think it was. And I was on Hero Frogs and you were on Diva Hero, which is why you see this deck up on the screen. This is actually Matt's deck right here. It's basically a True Heroes deck, but a few changes. And so, yeah, we played each other round 3. And it was so interesting because we have a history. So a while ago, we had some drama where I'm going to talk about this a little bit because now we're cool. Like it's all, water under the bridge now. But we had some drama in my Discord server, the IMNerdpodcast Discord server, where we were talking about going in the time and like, is it okay to go into time multiple rounds and like this whole thing about time and Yu-Gi-Oh and all this other stuff. And somehow, some way, both of us got like really emotional in this situation. I definitely know I did for sure because I decided to start name calling. Anytime I start name calling, it's just like, yeah, I'm clearly triggered. But basically, my stance at the time was like, if you really shouldn't go into time that much in Edison format, yada yada yada. You guys have heard me say this in videos before, and while I do think that there is something about like you really shouldn't go into time too much, but some games are actually just prone to time more than others. And I do have to have some sympathies for those kind of decks. For example, zombies is one of them because that deck, while it can OTK, when it doesn't OTK, it's just kind of setting monsters and waiting for opponents to attack into the recruiters or whatever. And then even when you do your big combos, your opponent then fights back. And it's like this whole, it could be a long, drawn out thing. And decks in general that play like hamsters or Rykos, those decks are slower and they like to grind it out and do the control thing. I'm so used to playing Black Wings and Frogs, and both of those decks win really fast or lose pretty fast. Like there's not really much of a grind game with those decks. And so my opinion is kind of skewed on the way I see the format because the decks that I play are generally pretty quick. And then I also have one of my closest friends who plays the format with me is a true hero, and he plays Diva Hero, and all I watch him do every day is OTK people. So it's like every time I'm watching Edison matches, they're extremely fast. But what I had to realize is that when I play in these tournaments, like I play in online tournaments, I play in in-person tournaments, like sometimes I go into time. In fact, me and you, Matt, we went into time in North Carolina at Nationals. I think you were the only match that I actually went into time in. But it was interesting because I don't think that either one of us was slow playing. Like we just didn't draw the best, right? Like you didn't draw a Diva. I think it was like game 3, and you just could not. If you saw a Diva, that game was going to be so different. And I think I didn't see like something in my deck.
What's funny is that for the first 2 games were fast.
Yes,
For the most part.
They were very quick.
And then game 3 came to a screeching halt where you were sitting on the dupe block, and then I just couldn't draw any gas, and then that's where we stalled out a little bit.
Yeah, and that's something that can just happen. Like it's really not always a fault of the players. I'm really happy though that we have this 45-minute time thing going on. I don't care for the modern time rules where it's like end of phase, because I think that is just I think that's just terrible for modern, for Edison, for any format. But the extra 5 minutes I like. It helps to not go into time. And I did only go into time out of 9 rounds of Swiss. I only went into time once, which felt good. I typically do play pretty quick, especially in person. On the internet, it's different because distractions, like just having the internet in front of me, I tend to go on other tabs. And like if I'm recording, then obviously I'm talking to Stango, or in this case you or someone else. I'm going to be a little slower. But in general, I think that if you play the format long enough, you'll naturally speed up, and you'll play faster or whatever. So that's that.
And then just to speak about it a little bit for myself, I think it was anything like we are in this day and age with online. It's text, and there's just miscommunication in text. You misconstrue tones, you misconstrue anything, and stuff like that. My perspective was I was trying to. I don't think I did a great job in hindsight, but I was really just trying to speak about like the local level, and that we had some newer people at our locals that like I didn't want to like push them per se, at least initially, because they're learning their decks. But from like a holistic view, we actually do see it very similar to where you shouldn't really go into time much, and then I will be a quote unquote savage when it comes to tournament or like a big online or big tournaments where I'll tell someone like you have to play faster, but like
and I don't even
want to like
and I don't even think it's being a savage really. Like if you're in a tournament, right? Especially so North Carolina, I do not live there. We drove 6 hours to get there, right? And we got an Airbnb. Everybody paid money to go there. Everybody took off of work and did all this other stuff. If I'm doing all of that to get to a tournament, I don't want my tournament run to come down to time if I can help it. Like I don't want it to end because me and my opponent just couldn't play a bit faster to finish the match and get like a true winner of the match. I would hate to. The reason that I did not top or get far in the tournament was because they called time and then they said, okay, whose life points is higher? So for me, once you factor in like all of this equity that people put into just making it to events, I agree with you in the sense that, yeah, you might want to call me a savage if I rush my opponent, but like it is what it is. Like I do not want to lose this way. And I also don't want to win that way either. Like that's the other thing. Right. I would not feel happy if my opponent lost and the only reason they lost, like the game 100% was decided only because of the whole like, oh, what's life points and then it's over. Sometimes when you go into time, the cool thing is that like, okay, the game was over anyway, right? Like it's like the person who ended up winning it was going to win it anyway. It just sucks when that doesn't happen. And obviously there's going to be times where it's like, yeah, well, I might have won this game if it went longer. I might have won this game if I had another turn or whatever the case may be. And that just blows for both people. So but I definitely get what you're saying, and some people will call us savages for like being like, "Hey, you need to play faster." But at the end of the day, like I've done it to so many people at this point, and sometimes people do it to me. Like sometimes I'll sit there and I'll be thinking,
Right.
and I don't realize that I'm taking a while, and they'll be like, "Hey, can you play a little bit faster?" And I'm like, "You know what? Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like I'm definitely taking a while. I will definitely pick up the pace. No big deal." So I don't really get mad at my opponents for saying play faster. Unless of course, you know, they're also taking forever, which that's a whole different story. But yeah, it was a good
I mean,
topic.
yeah, I mean, I like to think I'm a nice person, but at the end of the day, when it comes to the tournaments, I'm not going to do it just to be like, an asshole. But at the same time, it's like, I want to make sure that, we're having a good experience overall.
Yeah. I know I agree with everything you said. That's very real. So all right. Diva Hero is the deck that you've been playing, it seems like, in Edison format for like a month or so. I think you said before we started recording. It's been like now it's
Right.
probably been a month because Adam Nationals was like 2 weeks ago.
Hmm.
But I have experience with the deck, obviously, from True Hero, and just Stango also plays against it a lot, and I think he's been playing with it a little bit more too. So I have a decent enough handle on how this deck works, but I'm gonna have, we're gonna go and play people and see how that goes. The changes that you made, so their Treeborn Frog is not in the deck, and that was switched off for Snowman Eater. And then the Mind Crush and Deck Devastation virus that were in the main deck are now D Prisons. I think the side deck was Nobleman and Crossout came out for Super Polymerization, and Consecrated Light came out for Starlight Road. I think that's everything.
Yep, that is correct.
Yep. So by memory, I somehow remembered all of that. But
And
yeah,
and shout and shout out to a true hero. I do think Deck Devastation or DDV and Mind Crush are amazing cards, but for someone like myself who just doesn't get to play as much as he probably does, with my life, I just can't make those reads. Or I don't feel as comfortable making those reads. That's the reason why you see a little bit more of a control style variant with those
yes,
changes.
the more consistent, less swingy cards. I get it.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's get into a duel. We had a nice little pre duel discussion. See if we can get into something here. All right. Now the thing is, when I'm playing on my account, people tend to know that we're gonna be recording usually, so things can get a little weird sometimes. So just if it does, this is just how it is. I know you're not really a dueling book person, but some people are like, "Hey, YouTube," or some people will just flat out not want to play me because of they don't want to be on they don't want to be on YouTube. They're kind of embarrassed by it. So
I watch a lot of online, but eventually, when this kid gets a little bit older, I'll hopefully get to grind a little bit. I would love to enter some of these tournaments.
yeah, no, they're really fun. There's one that I think is really cool. Is Pika to Beak, I believe, is a 48-hour each round tournament. So it's Swiss. Each round is 48 hours. So you and your opponent, and within 48 hours, within 2 days, you guys schedule when you guys can play. And I think that for people who have families or whatever responsibilities in general, because we're all older now at this point, those tournaments are really good because you can just figure out what works best for you, work around your schedule, and then just get a quick best 2 out of 3 in. So I like that.
Yeah, I didn't know that about Peak of the Beak. I'm the next time that comes around, I'm definitely gonna have to enter that one.
Yes, that one I think is good for people in your situation. It's a little easier to play in. And the ones that are like Saturday and Sunday if you top, and then they start off at like 10 a.m. or later and they go super, super long, those are a little harder to commit to because for me, they kind of take my whole weekend.
Hmm.
And so sometimes I just don't even want to play in them because they take the whole weekend. Okay, we have a playable hand.
We do, absolutely. I mean, let's see what they do, and let's see what they're on.
All right, so here's that
Oh, of
malicious we
course.
always talk about.
I was gonna
Uh,
say Gold Sark for Future Fusion, but this is the situation where I don't like Gold Sarking for Future Fusion as much, just because you want to send them malicious.
yeah. So okay, would you? So I don't really attack face down monsters typically, but all he did was set a face down monster. So I feel like I do want to go into Diva and get Guildman.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, so I'm gonna at least do that.
And I
Let's
would
see.
start with that, and then depending on what the deck does, then we can use Gold Sark main phase 2 to see what we need to do.
Okay, so no Herald of Orange Light. I don't know why. I'm so courteous to people. Like I'm very when I play in person, I ask for responses on literally everything. And when I play Dueling Book, every time I activate an effect turn one without knowing what they're playing, I always give a pause just in case. Like I don't want to assume that my shit is just going through. Would you make Android here, or would you just attack like it is? Like how would you
I
play
would
this?
attack. I would. Oh, with the amount of snowmans going
That's the
around, I don't
thing.
know.
Yeah,
I don't know
I kind of feel
anymore.
like it should be Android to just. I'm gonna
Yes,
go
I
Android.
I think I would agree. Especially it'd be good if it sticks. You getting that additional life points for that solemn we have in our hand.
Yes. The other thing is that I really so I want to see what this is. If it's hamster, right. So if it okay, that's
Oh,
scary. If it's hamster, then I would want to kill it. I don't want the Gilman to bounce off of a hamster. That's like worst case scenario.
right.
Uh okay, so where are we? Main phase 2. So now we need to Sark for something. What
Yes.
so so let me just look at the deck. Like you said, Future Fusion isn't nearly as good now because we drew the malicious, and
No.
we need. I almost want to get Rhoda. Like it's weird, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah. I would say Rhoda because you can either because you can go with between Greffer or Shadows depending on what we draw in the next couple of turns.
right. And the other thing is Caius is another option. Although there are 3 Caius in the deck, and I always feel weird about
Yeah.
goal sarking for something that I played 3 of. But brain control with Caius is insane.
Yes, I also agree. Uh, I mean, with the way our hand is, it's a little awkward with the other plays. I almost do want to go. Um, I think I'd rather go the Rhoda route personally.
Okay, let's try this. I've never goal sarked for Rhoda, but I think with this hand, like it's not the worst thing. And
No.
then the opponent didn't set a single back row turn 1, and they searched. I don't even remember what they searched. Zombie Master. Ooh, that's interesting. So they might try to pop off next turn.
I think I agree.
Yeah, I'm gonna set both. I like
I
obviously they could have heavy. Let me gain 600. They could have heavy storm, right? They didn't set any back row, whatever. But I don't think I can afford to not put my back rows down right now.
no. I agree.
All right, this is good. It's also good that we
Yeah.
attacked because, dear God, Goblin Zombie plus Diva, like,
No, that would have been insane.
oh, what the hell? Book of Life? Yeah,
It's got to be
foolish for
or
Mizuki. Okay.
foolish. Okay.
Oof. Yeah. I'm gonna let that go. I'm just gonna solemn the Bryonic.
I was gonna say I think I would solve the Bryonic just because you don't want to do it here just in case they do have the Book of Life.
Yeah, because ooh, I mean, I would die. Like I would die
Yeah.
right
So
on the
I'd much rather
spot.
just stop the synchro. And at least this point they also waste the Mizuki.
Yeah, because Bryonic, if it's still if Bryonic is still around before, like if you solemn and Bryonic is still in their deck, like you're done.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with a battle trap set. Okay, so this has to go kick rocks.
You
Yeah.
see how he tried to activate Bryonics
Oh,
effect
no
too?
question. Yeah, like no question. That card cannot come out. That card is so outrageously powerful. Okay.
Did they just forget? They did not search for Goblin Zombie too?
I
Yeah, I think
guess
so.
they did not. Yeah, they just straight didn't. They have to though. It's mandatory, right?
It's mandatory. Okay, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
They just noticed it.
Yeah. And I didn't even notice it either because I was 1 talking and 2 thinking about how fast I was solemning that Brio. They also tried to use priority low key. Like that's not a thing.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to call out. I was like, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
get it.
Yeah. So
All
okay,
right,
so
that's one turn
it's
on.
been 1 turn for goal sark. So I'm just gonna put T1 in the chat. T1 for goal sark. Okay. So turn 1 for goal sark. Yeah, we're just gonna attack over this.
Yeah.
Now the other play I could do, and this is a bit of like a wild play, but I could have brain control, sack for malicious, and made a level 8 and then set bottomless with the deep prison or whatever, but I'm not doing that. I don't think they have heavy storm because they didn't have it last turn. I think that they definitely would have played it last turn.
I
So
agree.
I'm just going to assume that there's no heavy storm still. And
I also like playing it a bit conservatively, not doing the brain control, just because we know they have Zombie Master and Plague in hand. So,
correct.
like worst case scenario, if they do top deck the heavy, we at least have some type of play hopefully coming up with brain control.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you just definitely do this.
Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't. It
It
doesn't
doesn't.
come out.
Zombie Master versus Lumina, make it make sense.
Yep. Okay, so we are in a pretty interesting spot where. All right, so we both have 5 cards now. That's good. And then I get this. So now I'm up. Now let's see. They're at 8,000 still.
Yeah, so we can.
What are you thinking here?
So we really can't OTK them per se, and I don't feel like spending all of the gas currently, but I do think we do Rhoda. And I think we still do go the Greffer route just to get this Mally out of our hands. What do you think? Or do you want to be more conservative and just go with Stratos for Prodigy for future turns?
Yeah, it's interesting. So we have Brain Control Gores, and then Prodigy doesn't really add much to the hand, and it keeps the Malicious in the
No.
hand. The Greffer play will knock them down to, it will do 4,100 damage this turn, and then we'll have the option to go off. The only problem is if I don't use the Malicious and the Plague now, they're prone to getting Book of Life.
That's very true.
So this in this particular matchup, almost do kind of want to play the more conservative route and just go like
And go
Stratos.
Stratos.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go Stratos here, even though there's merits to doing both. But I think because of zombies being zombies and them just the chance they might get Book of Life.
And they have Plague in Graveyard, so if they have any of their zombie in hand, they could make Doom Kaiser if we leave Plague Spreader. So if we do
That's
Plague, we have to use
wild. Yes, that is Wombo Combo City. I cannot deal with that. Okay, I wasn't going to attack with Android, but since they did that, then this is a thing that people do on Dueling Book. They do this in real life too. I've played against people who start taking off too much life points, and I didn't even say attack yet. So I think that this is a misplay. He just cost himself 2,400. Like that's a lot of life to lose. I was not attacking with Android though.
We will take the gift.
Yeah. All right, so I feel good though. We have Gores in hand. So even if they like, okay, yep. Even if they do something crazy this turn, we can't die, and then we still have Brain Control for like the reversal or whatever. That was interesting. There's no reason to shuffle there, but okay. It doesn't change anything.
And what's nice too is that like, yes, our hand doesn't seem that powerful right now, but we still have 3 miracles in the deck. We got 3 Kaias, so like we've got some bombs that we can draw.
Yes, things can definitely. I mean, we definitely have water and heroes now. So Miracle Fusions are all alive. They banished Malicious. This is getting a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. This banished zone that they got going on.
Yes, I agreed.
I don't know if they play Burial, but I do have concerns.
So you typically don't see the burial in the hero version.
Yeah.
Typically it's just but DB randoms, you never know.
Yeah, you just never know where it's going. Oh, this is perfect.
Oh, this is very perfect.
This is so good. Now, only thing I don't want, mill more than 1 dark, please. If you're going to mill a dark, please mill more than 1. Oh, no. Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
Oh. There's a certain
Wasn't
guy.
expecting the... Yep.
There's a certain guy
Also,
that, yeah, I knew he was fucking coming down, bro. I knew it. God damn it. Oh, man. I was like, if they mill dark, please mill more than 1. Fucking Card Trooper. See, Cairo would have had, what is it, Mind Crush or Deck Devy right here. He would have been fine because this would have been a catastrophe. All right, let's see. They are popping. Yep, Android's getting popped.
But at least we have brain control, though.
That's the thing. We do have brain control, so
and Gores, so we know we're surviving the turn.
Yes, it's crazy that Android gave us a good amount of life. Oh shit, yeah, they're going in, which I want them to do.
Right.
No more darks in grave either.
which means that Gores is gonna walk.
Are they trying to kill that?
Hopefully,
Are they killing me? Like, well, do they think that they're killing me? I'm
I
confused.
say, I think they think they're killing you.
Maybe a brain control is coming, right? That makes sense right here. Because what is happening? They do play it.
Wow.
Oh shit! I said this is getting scary. As soon as I saw like that banish pot, I was like, this is bad.
Yeah, you
Man,
typically don't see burial in this version.
I
That's
know.
crazy.
Yeah, and it's comboing so perfectly with the rest of the cards they drew. So it's like Dark Arm, Allure for the malicious, and then now they get full value. It's like, yep, worst case scenario, but we're still not dying,
They're
and we still have brain control.
right, and they're playing the miracles though too, which is
Oh my god,
oh my gosh,
we are getting Dougie done.
we are.
What do I want to draw here? I don't have any darks in the grave for Dark Arm, so that's kind of interesting.
I feel like Caius is the card
700.
I want to see. Caius or Miracle. I think either one of those. Miracle would actually be great because if worst case scenario, we could just trade with the Stardust and then just wipe their field.
Yeah. Yeah, so they kill this. And then I think you
Well,
can
at least
edit.
now, yeah. At least we have a Dark Engrave now, though.
Yes, we do have a Dark
We could
Engrave.
we could do brain control attack over their Stardust and then pop Dark on itself. At
Okay,
least something.
it wasn't the best
Still
draw.
not. No.
So we can do Special Infernal Prodigy, Tribute for Malicious, and then we could use the 2 pops to attack over Stardust,
Yes.
pop Android, pop Dark Armed.
Yes, and then we can set Torrential.
Set Torrential, we draw a card on the end phase. That is the play.
Agreed.
So, okay, Special. Okay, and then we're gonna go control. Okay, so yeah, they already know. Yep.
Yeah, they did. They know.
Yeah, and they're like, we see where this is going. Vanish. All right, this person, I appreciate that they know exactly what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 2 grave, set, end phase.
And then draw 1.
Oh yeah, it's banished. Declare. Okay, draw, and then pass.
At least we have quote unquote advantage right now, and then they've used a lot of their gas.
Yeah. So this malicious is actually live. So yeah, we just take this. What is that? 800? Is it 800? No, it's one more.
No, it's one more. Yeah, 900.
Yeah, okay. Brain control's already. Wow,
Oh.
that is crazy. And this is why I can never play Diva Hero. This
Yep.
always. This is like, and it's so wild because I can't even like get the plague.
Nope.
In any weird, cool way. Like this is just literally worst case scenario.
Yep.
I guess I just have to like summon the Greffer and attack.
I think I agree.
I could still send the plague, but I don't really know what that's doing for me. Like, am I going to top deck?
No, because even if you, I mean, unless you just want to thin the deck to hopefully help draw a miracle, like
Yeah,
that's the only thing I can think of because even if you send the
yeah, it's bad. Oof. I think I have to though.
I think you do have to because we're so low.
Yeah, because I'm not going to use this for anything else. So I'm just going to do this and then. Okay. That really sucks. I literally drew the 1 card in my deck that I do not want to draw, and I've yet to see a Miracle Fusion. And then I see a Miracle Fusion, but they have a trap now. This is fucking great.
I mean, we don't have many plays though.
No, our play is this. God damn, I hate this game. I hate this game so much. All right, well, I probably want to banish, so this is the only water, so there's that. And I can still draw a return from different dimension, so let's do that.
Yeah,
They've used 0 traps this game.
they have.
Like actual 0.
I'm actually really curious how many defensive traps they play because you typically don't see the miracle as well as the burial. So they're playing a really offensive version.
Yeah, you're right. And all right, there's one last card we need to fade. We just need to fade one more card. You know what that card is the best card in the format. If we can fade that, we might win. Can we fade it?
Can we fade the brain control?
Yes. Can we fade brain control for the win? Oh my god, this is so stressful. I can't do it. I cannot play Diva Hero, bro. I cannot play this deck. It just is so much anxiety. Like I have 2 cards. Draw malicious when you already have malicious. Like, come on, dog.
Yeah, it was a very unfortunate.
Yep.
There it is.
Yeah, that's the card. Crazy part is I don't even think I can I can't torrential this.
No, because they have goblin zombies, so they just search for a monster.
Yeah, I just have to let this happen. And now what we talked about earlier, this has to come out too. I'm just waiting for them to bring it out. They
must
all
think they
have
can
to come out.
Yeah, they must think they can just select.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
hopefully that just plays into our.
Yes.
Hopefully that just played into our favor, and they didn't summon their tuner from a hand when they should have.
Yeah, they should have summoned their tuner with Mizuki from Grave. They have a Plague in Grave, so this was a bit of a misplay for sure. If they don't, I don't know what their hand is, but like these monsters.
I mean, unless they have.
Yeah.
Unless they have a Caius, they're all getting banished. Oh no, Gores.
I hate this game. I hate this game so much. You can't search pyramid. The fence is too high. Oh man. And then they put it back. They didn't even show me. They just put a card back into their deck.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, what the hell's happening?
Wait, now I'm confused.
I see why you don't play on Dueling Book. Let me just say that. Okay. Let's just start there. What is happening? Stop! What is what is fucking happening?
They're trying to prove.
Okay.
I understand the logic, but
yeah, that was a lot. It's fine. This has been a joint learning experience. That was a lot. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. So we were never winning.
Yeah.
That was rough. That was
all the gas in the world.
So rough. That was crazy, actually.
So yep, let's bring those in. Let's bring the crow in.
We probably want. Do we want Vanity's Fiend? I feel like we want Vanity's Fiend.
I want the Vanity's Fiend as well.
So I want the Vanity's Fiend, but I also love Caius in this matchup, and
that's also true. That's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know if I can fit in both because I'm putting in Dynas, and those are like low key. Also, just they're kind of just better than Vanity's Fiend in my opinion. So I'm probably just gonna stick with the Dyna. As far as cards to slide out though, so in this matchup, Snowman is not very good. I don't need.
Yeah, I will say Snowman's not very good. I know you're losing a water, but we have so much access to waters. I'm not too concerned about it.
Yeah.
I almost want to say Reaper as well, but I mean Reaper is still a really good card, but they can
this was
also.
This was really bad. We got caught by Dark Armed with that.
We sure did,
and they never really like ran into it. I don't know if they ever would. I thought they were going to that turn with Card Trooper, but then they milled the third Dark, and then just like everything. That duel was crazy. Dark Arm, Burial, Return, Mind Control, just all the fixings.
They had it all.
They did. Okay, so maybe I'll do. You know what? I want to do the one Vanity's Fiend instead of because I just realized this is 1200, and I'm not trying to crash
Oh, crash a turtle.
Yeah, I'm not trying to have that happen, especially when I'm taking out a D prison. Come on. Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's not the worst, but it's
No, it's
interesting.
not.
So I feel like this is the second, Diva into Diva into Android pass hand. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I think I also agree. If it wasn't zombies, I would say I would be okay with just
Passing, yeah.
um, passing, but you just never know with them where they can just have everything.
Yeah, they could also Reaper you, and I don't wanna get Reapered.
That too. But this is a better setup though, just because we see both parts of the engine.
Yes. Our opponent is very clearly drawing better than us though.
Yes, they are.
That is not even up for debate. They are drawing the fucking dream.
Some interesting what they do here though. I mean, obviously it's the malicious, so other malicious must be in hand, or unless they just got their burial.
Yeah, this deck is explosive. I don't think they're playing very many traps. Like, it's definitely giving return as my trap.
So we've got yeah, is right. I mean, we could special a prodigy and just
Yeah, just make absolute
a
zero.
make a zero ourselves and just crash. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't feel amazing, but at the same time, what
We
else can we really do?
we also don't need to crash. I'm thinking we could actually just
That's
wait.
true.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put
That's
zeros against zeros and see what happens.
that's very true.
It's us having to pay full price for zero, and they're just getting like hooked up with the future, not even using malicious and just getting
Well,
all the
with
things.
the way they've been drawn, here comes the brain control.
Yeah, that'd be wild. That will be wild. Okay, they're crashing. This is what I wanted. I wanted them to use their
Yeah,
battle phase to do that. I don't want to use my battle phase to do that shit.
that's a good point.
What do we
So at
even
this
need here?
point, I almost want a gold tart for return at this point.
Um. Okay, so let me think
What?
about that. So we do have another miracle to combat this zero that's about to come out. So you're saying
Because
return because yeah, I see where you're going with that. Miracle.
Future Fusion's not going to do a ton for us. We've already done double miracle. And I mean, unless we'd have to draw Diva with that as
We have to
well.
draw Diva or Black Spreader,
Yep.
which it's not the craziest ask. I feel like
No,
return
it's not like
return just seems so that's 3 turns of waiting.
that's true. That's true.
It's hard for me to, but then Future Fusion is like, I mean, Future Fusion is only faster if we draw a tuner in the meantime. I'm gonna go for Future Fusion because I think that we do have some emergency here.
Okay.
But yeah, we are not in the best of places. Let's see. Yeah, we're getting outdrawn. We went first this game, and our opponent has like 7 cards.
Future Fusion.
Future Fusion is broken. They didn't even use the malicious, which is the craziest shit. Oh my god. Ugh.
What is going on with this
Yeah,
game right now?
this deck does not like me. I genuinely do not want to play Miracle Fusion again.
I agree.
I don't. I'm about to set this,
I
and
agree.
maybe I don't even know if I can die from here. I'm passing. I don't think they can.
Okay.
If they kill me from 6,000, then you fucking got it. You have no setup in the graveyard, no zombies or anything. So if you kill me from 6,000, then you got it. Yeah, okay. This fucking card, of course. And the attack was 0 first? I am lost. Yep, this was dead anyway.
Yeah, that's actually probably best case scenario.
Yeah. Which is crazy to say, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so we can actually heavy storm their 0 away.
We can. And then we can, I mean, just Minecon the Reaper just to out it.
Yes, and then just, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Because they don't play back row. That's clear to me now, if it wasn't already. Okay. Send malicious. I guess it just has to be Diva. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm going to Miracle Fusion. I'm gonna banish you. And I guess I want more of this banished.
I agree.
Yeah. Summon this. I'm actually going to attack the Reaper. Didn't mind control it.
Yes, but just for the threat of Gores.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
They have so many cards.
They do.
And brain control. Book of Life.
Book of Life. Okay.
The way they summoned that Mizuki, like there has to be more.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say.
Yeah.
Oh, there it
Oh,
is.
GG's. All right. This was rough.
That was very rough.
I'll play. All right. Let us try to do another one. That was rough. That was very, very rough.
Remember, before the recording, I was saying how I kind of like how frogs, you know, make your opponents play a little bit differently.
Yeah. Yeah, frogs just punish, like when you don't, because he didn't really know what his cards did.
Yes, and we couldn't punish him for it.
Right. Like, we literally couldn't do a single thing to really punish him for, like, oh, this is okay.
Okay.
Now we're drawing like that guy. All right, well, this only has 2 targets, I think.
Yep, Rhoda only has one other target in the deck right now.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna do this. All right. Also just going to do this. Yep, and then I guess it could be Snowman because we're in game 1.
I would say I would do Snowman at this point.
Yeah. And I don't really need Deep Prison set yet.
No, I think it just incentivizes them to play heavy even more.
Yeah. I also have no idea what I'm up against yet. Okay, that's fair.
Oh. Why are we just getting Dougie'd on tonight?
I love it. Oh, this is great. Oh man. What is happening? Our opponent's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just play brain control. Like, I don't even care. Ah, yes, another goal, sir, because that's exactly what we needed. Honestly, fuck this deck. Like, just straight up. All right, I'm gonna go in this turn.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go in. I'm going to do everything since he just did everything.
Yeah, I would start with the Grapher and hopefully we can get a Stardust to stick.
Yep.
Before we do this miracle.
Yeah, I'm just going all the way in. I'm gonna stack this Infernal Prodigy because I don't want it.
I agree.
Then we're going to banish. And we're going to get return off this Goal Sark. Okay. Now I feel comfortable. So this thing doesn't do anything unless it's destroyed by card effects, right?
Correct.
Okay. And then this thing is just like, okay.
He attacks twice. I think, right?
If this card will be destroyed, you can destroy number 6 samurai. If this card in your possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect. So this one doesn't do the save thing. Okay.
No.
So I don't really think that there's any special attack order here. Like I think I can just go this into him.
I agree. And I don't know about you. I don't know if I'm attacking without Stardust, but I guess that's.
I don't need to. Oh well, they took it. I'm actually just gonna get this because at this point,
we're almost there.
Yeah, we're like, look at their life, and they're another opponent who just assumes they were attacking with everything. That was wild. He just brain controlled to do an extra 1800.
I thought he was like playing Great Shogun Shien at that point.
Yeah, I thought I was dead. I genuinely was like, oh wow, I'm just cooked. Turn 1. Sure. Bro, be real. No one has negated a Rhoda since Nam. Like, be fucking for real.
I'm curious what they even get here at this particular point in time. Yeah, it was a hand.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Someone's good. Now I'm wasting our time with that reinforcement of the army. If this card will be destroyed.
I would say.
So
yeah, he didn't even give us a chance for a spawn.
I think we can just negate this anyway, though. Like I don't. This is not good. This has a destroy effect. I'm just gonna negate it.
Yep.
Now what? Fuck off. Okay. Whoa, a nice little rage quit. We love to see it. All right, I'll do one more.
I would say that's what we needed after that first one.
Yes. That first one was a mess. That first one was an absolute mess. Okay. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh is right.
Uh-oh. All right, Diva Hero, be kind. Okay. I do think I want to lure here. Just because the deck plays Future Fusion and Trap Dust Shoot, and I want to open those cards. So I'm gonna. Yep. And what did I say?
And there we go.
All right. Well, you can go. Let me shuffle this hand real quick. But yeah, this can go. Yeah, I'm like, when you play those good cards, you just want to draw them, you know?
Plus, you play 3 Kaya, so it's like banishing one isn't the worst.
Right. And I just want to see what's going on back here. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Heavy, Spark, Oppression, Allure, Brain.
What's he playing? What deck is he playing if he's playing Allure with the Gem Spark, though? I guess the Gemini deck?
I actually don't know. That's great.
Sure.
Solemn Oppression, Spark. What? Oh no. Are they about to commit the sin? Okay. So Solemn, Oppression. They said everything. So it's Spark, Oppression, Allure, Solemn, Brain. I mean, they just said it all.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna start attacking with Greffer.
I'm just gonna summon that Greffer and just get pressure.
Yeah, and then set both these deep prisons.
Since they already heavied, makes sense.
Mm.
I'm more curious about what deck this is. We're playing Allure Darkness with Gemini Spark.
Right. It's definitely, like you said, it's definitely the Gemini deck. So I think I have to deprison here. They're going to spark my other monster, I'm guessing, but then the Greffer just lives, and then I still have Caius. Because if I let this die, and then I try to flip this, they're going to spark this, and then I have no monsters. Then I'd much rather do this trade. So I'm going to do this trade. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so they actually are afraid of this because it's doing damage, which makes sense. So I still know we got Oppression, Solemn, and Brain Control down there with Allure. So I should probably blind MST. I don't know. Let me see. I don't want to get solemned.
I was gonna say the only thing is, yeah, that solemn, like if it wasn't for that solemn, I would say sack for Caius and just be
Yes, but I
aggressive.
actually
But
can't do that because they specifically have solemn. So,
solemn,
hmm.
I I mean they don't have a ton. I think we could probably play a bit more conservatively here and just ride this turn out and just pass. But I don't know.
Yeah, I'm down. Okay. That's
Yeah,
annoying. I think I'm gonna deprison this though.
I agree. I would too.
Because I get no value out of this snowman eater. This fucking thing. They are not gonna solemn this. There's no fucking way. Oh my god. Please. Is that curiosity really killing them that bad? They want to know what this face down. They want to know what it is that bad that they were willing to pay
Okay.
3150 for it. Okay, well, I can't believe they wanted to know what it was that bad.
Me too.
They set a new back row right here. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
I actually can't even do anything though.
Yeah. So we know they have oppression, allure, and brain control down there.
Yeah.
Do we want
I
to?
should heavy
Do
though.
we? You think so?
Oh yeah, because unless that Starlight Road that they just set, which I could just MST it, right?
Right.
Like they just put that there. I would just go MST then heavy, pass. They're gonna draw and most likely have to pass their turn or put a monster on the field that can't beat over Snowman, and then I can Caius them and like just basically win the game.
Yep. Okay.
Does that sound crazy?
No, it doesn't.
I don't want to leave the brain control and the allure here with a live deck, right? Because then the heavy storm gets weaker
Yeah.
once they start to activate those cards. We know for a fact that like this right here is the only new card. It could be Starlight
Yeah.
Road, so and we have MST to cover it. So yeah, I might as well to S2. Yeah, this is S2. So yeah, I'm gonna activate MST here. Okay. It was just another oppression. Yeah. Also should have attributed for Caius and then activated Heavy Storm because they actually can't do anything. So that was a bit of a misplay there. I got a little ahead of myself.
I didn't see that. I was thinking about doing MST, the new one, then sack for Caius for doing one, and then just attacking since we know they didn't have
Yeah, they don't have anything
battle trap.
basically. But yeah, the
But
Heavy's getting played that turn no matter what because I do not want them to have live brain control, live
allure.
Yeah, live allure. Well, I guess after Caius attacks, they actually would not have live brain control, but live allure. I don't want them to have live allure. Okay, so this is definitely some kind of Gemini shit. I don't even know. I mean, this is probably good against this deck. It seemed like it was really good just now.
I was gonna say, yeah, I would say that. I would also go,
I'm gonna take out one of these because I'm going second, and I'm gonna take out this because our
yeah.
opponent's prone to setting their whole hand.
I would also think we probably get a little bit more aggressive and do the decrees just because of the ulti offering. But
That, and I'm doing this too because this is Gemini's, and oh damn, you don't play. That's right. This deck doesn't play Super Alloy Beast Raptinus. Never mind. I'm thinking of frogs, where if they ever have two Geminis on the field, I can just absorb them into myself. Okay. So if these are coming in, if the crews are coming in, I'm setting out some traps. I actually really want to get rid of traps then. So
just go more aggressive.
yeah, this is probably really good in this case. And
I think that looks good.
yeah, maybe
personally.
this come out too though, I would think. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna put this back in. So I just have like the good traps in, but I don't want to have Solemn with the Kree and Gores.
I agree. Oh gosh.
Uh-oh. And all of these cards are cards that this deck just naturally plays. These aren't even side deck cards or anything. These are just cards that the deck plays naturally. Oh my god.
And we didn't cut any engine out the side there. Okay, so this is a bad scenario here.
You know what this does?
Yes. So they're gonna Gemini summon it, and then once it does damage or attacks, it'll get to summon another one from deck.
Well,
so this is.
I mean,
I'm just gonna apply the.
Yeah, I'm just sitting on the brick.
Yep.
This card's broken.
It is. Someone of my locals actually plays this deck, so that's the reason why I know.
Yeah. Damn, it does that in the battle, so I just straight take more damage too. Holy shit, that's broken.
Mm-hmm.
We need like Infernal Prodigy, Brain Control.
And look at the way they're setting. I feel like they have to have a Starlight Road back there.
I agree. I kind of want to know before game 3 because we're not winning this game, but I kind of just want to know if they play Starlight Road.
I mean, do you want to just like, do you want to blind MST one of the two sets we know that isn't new?
Not really.
Okay.
Do I want to blind? So they set these two, and this is the reinforced truth. They in phase reinforced truth, which
Correct.
means that if one of them is Starlight Road or Solemn, it's one of these two. So I could take the 50-50. I see where you're going with that. I think that you might be onto something. Yeah, I'll do it.
Like you said, more than likely we're probably not winning this game. So at this point, I think we need a little bit of luck to if we want to try to come back into it.
Okay, there's the Solemn. Then we go
And
heavy.
now we
Yeah.
could go heavy, set Snowman,
Yeah,
and
set
then hopefully
Snowman.
that gets rid of a Gem Spark or something like that too.
Right. The crazy part is our opponent thinks that like we really didn't get lucky. We got a 50-50. Like it's not even.
Yes.
We literally coin flipped. We knew one of the fucking two cards here was Solemn or Starlight Road. Like it's literally not even that crazy. But they're like, wow. They're clearly not following the logic of how to read back rows correctly. Shout out to you though for
Exactly.
actually saying like the MST on one of the things. I followed that, but I was just I was on some like I just want to get this over with quick.
You're a little tilted there.
I am
You're
tilted. I am because this is when I play Diva Hero. This is how I draw so often that it turns me
Right.
off the most with this deck. Like I do not like how inconsistent this deck is. This is the definition of high variance.
Right. Yes.
He's going to ask about
They're
Snowman.
gonna ask about if they still get a search off or a special off the Gemini monster.
Correct, because I think it does. It says it is not if this card battles after damage calc. Correct, because it activates after damage calc, but it would be dead. Yeah, so Snowman flips up in damage step, and it would get killed. What the hell is this?
Oh. So supervise. So that now it went to the graveyard. They're gonna get one of their Gemini monsters back. But I haven't seen Caius in this deck before.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go next game. That was really unfortunate.
I actually thought we actually might come back after that. We won that 50-50 with the heavy.
Yeah, we had a shot. Like there was a legitimate chance just now that we could have won that, but it wasn't in the cards apparently. And it's crazy. We put in more monsters. We put in 1, 2, 3 more monsters. We didn't take out any monsters up here, but we just drew Dark Arm Caius as our only ones. This was really just gross.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want bottomless Trapple is what I'm asking myself right now. It
I was
seems
gonna
like
say.
go ahead.
I was gonna say if you want deep prisons because of that.
Yeah, that little fucker.
Yeah, I was gonna say that in phase reinforced truth is when they play 3 that reinforced truth.
Yeah, I mean, Decree is probably actually not bad, but like, does that? It's playing so many angles.
Yeah.
It's like Gemini Spark is so awkward against decks that you would normally want to side Decree against. Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm okay with what we have here.
Yeah.
We're taking the sliders back out and putting in the deep prisons again.
I'm just looking at Smashing Ground. Like, do I want Smashing Ground? Do I want something else? Hmm.
I mean, we could put another bottomless back in if we wanted to, just for the big beaters. Because typically this deck, if it's, I mean, now I'm seeing Caius, I'm not sure, but this deck typically plays Giga Plane as well.
That's what I was waiting for. I've been waiting for a Lone Fire Blossom this whole time. I probably shouldn't say that, but I have been. Okay, this is interesting.
Sure is.
So,
I almost want to just set the snowman in pass, just because like I don't know if I want to lure away the Gorge just in case if they do have the ultimate offering. That's just
yeah. Let me see. Is there anything I want to
game.
draw turn 1? Like again, this is my problem with playing a deck that plays Trap Dust Shoot and Future Fusion. I always want to
Right.
draw turn one because those cards are strong as turn one.
I agree.
So I like Gores and all that, but like if they have the ultimate offering, even if I have Gores, I don't think that's going to be the reason why we win or don't
Okay.
die or whatever. If I'm being honest. So yeah, I'm going to play Allure. Okay, so now we have a choice. And it's kind of the same choice we had the other game where is Caius or something else. And I think we want to keep Caius again.
I agree. In this scenario, I would agree.
So yeah, I'm just gonna set this. And I don't even think I need to put the Mirror Force down.
No. I'm hoping they summon one of the 19 guys and then
Just
are not able to use the Gem Spark is what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. Cyber Dragon, sure. Is this gonna be a Caius? Okay. Yep, this is fine. Can I get a tuner?
A tuner would be amazing.
Okay,
Ooh.
there's a tuner. Alright. Snowman, Mirror Force, go, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to save that Diva just in case with this pair with that mind control.
So no Reinforced Truth that time. Oh my god. I hate this game so fucking much. Alright, we're gonna get our plus right back though.
I was getting ready to say at least bring it the plus back.
Ah yes, my favorite card.
There it is.
Man. We're in a bad spot again because now Reinforced Truth is pretty deadly.
It is. It sure is. I mean, if we want to be aggressive here, I mean, I almost feel like we have to. It doesn't sound great, but I almost feel like we want to sack for Caius because I want
Yeah, I kind of agree with
to.
that.
Because I mean, if we don't do any, if we summon the Diva here and they torrential or something like that, Caius is just dead in our hand.
Yep.
But we also can't stay here because of Reinforced Truth, so it puts us in a bind.
Yeah. If anything's gonna be Reinforced Truth, is this one. So we probably. So I don't want to target the Reinforced Truth, I guess.
No,
But
I
then
think I would.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay. That's really bad for us.
it sure is.
Okay. Well, we came this far, so we're going to attack.
I mean, they can't deprison anymore, right?
They can't. Oof, this is bad though. We need to draw some form of backer removal. I like the who am I kidding? That's cute. He's like, I'm not letting you banish my cards. Like I can let you target or whatever and think that you're getting that far, but you're not getting that far. Oh no.
Oh, here we go, timing out.
Okay, they're back.
Ooh. I mean, at this point, I feel like we just gotta
Send it. Like they don't have so I don't think they have much.
I don't think I don't think they have much. I don't want to play into
I know. I don't want to play into any of the two big traps.
torrential.
Right. I think we can attack.
I agree. I think I'm just cool with attacking here. Clearly, they didn't have anything last time.
Right. This can be set because this actually does things.
Yes.
So yeah, we're gonna set this. I wonder what the misplay was.
The only thing I can think of is he's got deep prison face down, maybe.
Yeah, but you still
Yeah, I mean, it could be something else. I don't know.
Okay, so that gives us an effect.
Is he like Book of Moon or something?
Does this do that? Oh, it is not destroyed by battle. If this card would be destroyed by battle once per turn, yeah, it just doesn't.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. They're so low now.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say they're gonna pay 500 just to use its effect to pop Caius.
Oh, is that what this does?
Yeah, it gets a counter, and then they can remove the counter to pop a card.
Okay. So we look like we win.
I will say we just mind control make Brionic at this point, unless okay.
Yeah. I think we still just go like summon and get Spine Gilman, mind control her, and then just go for game.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. All right. Yep. And then activate return, bring out Gores, Gores attack for game.
Yep, I think that's their.
That's our only play, right? Like I'm not crazy.
Yeah, I think it's our only play. Correct. Unless.
Agreed. GG's. What was the misplay? So that Allure turned 1. Ooh, thank God.
Yeah, I will say that was actually clutch.
Because the Gores ended up being the reason. It was the fucking reason. Oh God, that was so hard. What do you say? I had Breaker, Crusader, Ultimate Offering. Okay. So what were they supposed to do? I don't know how to play this deck. So I don't know. I have no idea how to play your Ultimate Offering deck. But I assumed he opened up the nuts. He opened up Solemn, Ultimate Offering, Imperial, Iron Wall, because those 3 back rows were just there the whole game. I could Ultimate Offering, put the Crusader down with a token on Breaker to run over the Snowman. I forgot he goes to 25. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Snowman is really good against this deck for whatever reason. Like randomly just good against this. And
Yes, it
we did
is.
2. So the double Snowman definitely came in clutch in this matchup. Yeah, Imperial Iron Wall is insane though.
Yeah, that card is crazy.
Yeah. Whew, okay, well, this was really fun. Thank you so much for joining me for this epic duel time. Yeah, I still need to book my travel and everything for Orlando. I just have to figure out all the logistics of that. But I hope that you enjoyed this stressful ass site. This was stressful. Like this was very stressful. We did not have
Extremely
any.
stressful.
We did not have like easy route at all. Everybody tried to kill us on like turn 1. They treated us so bad. They brain controlled our stratos and just dropped us to like 1300 on their first turn. Like people opened up Future Fusion and Miracle Fusion against our weak hand of just like Android Double Prodigy. Oh God, this was rough. But you know what? We clutched out. We won more than we lost, so that's always a good session. Yeah, if you want to give a shout out to anything, you're more than welcome to do so.
Really just shout out to who's in partnership with Keegan for River Orlando versus. That's my local game store. Some of my best friends in the world work for that store or own it. So just a shout out to them.
Okay. Sounds good to me. All right, well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. We will catch you in the next one. Peace out.